Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. Laura and Sonny talk about family matters, a heartfelt General Hospital moment fans didn't see coming. Port Charles has seen its fair share of secrets, betrayals, and showdowns. But every so often, General Hospital delivers something rare, quiet, powerful, and emotionally honest. That's exactly what happened this week, when Mayor Laura Collins and mob boss Sonny Corinthos sat down for an unexpected, soul-bearing conversation about the one thing that still binds them: family. It wasn't a shootout, a kidnapping, or a courtroom battle. It was two long-standing legends sitting across from one another at Kelly's, coffee cooling between them as they opened up about the wounds that time hasn't healed, and the people they love too much to ever let go. And make no mistake, for fans of GH, this wasn't just a simple chat. It was a moment of reckoning between two of the show's moral poles. Laura, the heart of Port Charles, and Sonny, its most complicated soul. Let's break down why this scene hit so hard, what it means for their characters, and how it may have just set the stage for the next major turning point in both of their lives. A cup of coffee and a lifetime of pain. It started innocently enough. Laura, freshly back from her trip abroad to help Nicholas again, spotted Sonny alone at Kelly's and offered to join him. For viewers used to high-octane drama, it might have seemed like a filler scene at first. But by the end of their exchange, fans were reaching for tissues and replaying lines that cut deeper than any mob hit ever could. Laura opened with a simple question: "How's Donna doing these days?" That one sentence unraveled Sonny. His face, usually so composed, so guarded, visibly cracked. "She's good," he replied after a beat. "Growing up too fast. Reminds me of Christina at that age. Fierce, no fear," which is kind of terrifying. Laura chuckled softly and then asked, almost offhandedly, "Do you ever worry about the world we're leaving them?" What followed was a 10-minute masterclass in acting, a deeply personal, slow-burning exchange that turned into one of the most human moments on daytime television this year. Sonny, the father haunted by his choices. Sonny is not known for his emotional openness, but with Laura, there's history, respect, a shared love for this fractured town. "I lie awake some nights," he said, voice low, "thinking about all the ways I failed my kids. Michael, Morgan, Christina, even Avery, and now Donna." Laura gently pushed back. "You love them, you protect them." Sonny's response, brutal honesty. "But at what cost? I raised Michael around guns and blood money. Morgan," he paused, pain etched across his face. "Morgan didn't make it. Christina had to crawl her way through the wreckage I left behind." It's rare for Sonny to own his mistakes so openly, but this wasn't just guilt. It was grief, decades of it. Laura didn't let him drown in it. Instead, she offered what only she could: grace without judgment. "You did what you thought was right at the time," she said. "We all did. I've made choices I'm not proud of, too. I let my son live with a madman on an island because I thought it was safer than here." Their eyes met, and for a moment, both were just parents. Not a mayor and a mobster, just people who'd lost too much and tried to hold on to what mattered. Laura, the mother who carries everyone's pain. The scene also gave viewers a rare insight into Laura's private battles. For all her poise and strength, she's been through unspeakable trauma, and in this conversation, she let some of that pain surface. She spoke about Nicholas, her ever-complicated son, now hiding out. Again. She confessed she doesn't know how to help him anymore. "Every time I think I've pulled him back from the brink," she whispered, "he disappears into the darkness again." Sonny listened without interruption, and then, in a moment that stunned longtime fans, he reached across the table and said, "You're not alone in this." That might not sound like much, but coming from Sonny, who usually stands apart, isolated by power and pride, it was a lifeline. "You don't get to walk away from your children," Laura added, "even when they break your heart." The silence between them said everything. This wasn't about soap tropes or recycled drama. This was two parents grieving the impossible expectations of love. The Corinthos family, fractured and fragile. As the conversation turned to the present, Laura gently brought up what everyone in Port Charles has been thinking: the divide in the Corinthos family. Christina seems distant, Laura observed. And Michael, well, I don't think he's forgiven you yet. Sonny flinched but nodded. They all think I betrayed them, he said. Maybe I did. When I married Nina, when I iced Michael out, when I didn't show up for Christina the way she needed me, he stared into his coffee cup like it held answers. And now I've got Dex breathing down my neck and Jason back from the dead, but only halfway there. Laura looked at him with something close to sorrow. You don't have to carry it all alone, Sonny. I don't know how to carry it any other way. Boom! A line that landed like a dagger. A turning point for Sonny? This intimate exchange wasn't just a character showcase. It felt like a turning point, the kind of quiet, emotional shift that precedes major storylines. Sonny's world is rapidly destabilizing. Jason's exit or erratic behavior, Michael's distrusts, Dex's disloyalty, and Christina's growing independence all signal a man about to lose his empire or walk away from it. Laura's words seemed to strike a chord. You can keep fighting for power, she said gently, or you can fight for peace, but I don't think you can do both anymore. Could this be the beginning of a redemption arc for Sonny Corinthos? Soap operas thrive on spectacle, but scenes like this are what make General Hospital truly great. Insiders say the conversation between Sonny and Laura was partially improvised. Jeannie Francis and Maurice Bernard reportedly asked for a quieter, more emotional moment between their characters, something true to their decades of history. The writers delivered and the actors knocked it out of the park. I just wanted to show that even people who live in different worlds can understand each other, Bernard said in a behind-the-scenes interview. Laura and Sonny have a shared grief. They've both lost children. They've both lived with guilt. That connects them more than politics or power ever could. What's next? So where does this all lead? There are whispers that Sonny may step away from his empire, especially with Jason gone and the walls closing in from every side. Laura, too, may make a decision to resign as mayor to finally focus on her family. A leaked fall script allegedly includes a storyline where Laura and Sonny team up not as political adversaries or reluctant allies, but as parents trying to fix what's broken in Port Charles before it's too late. Could they co-parent troubled youth, start a foundation in Spencer or Morgan's name, or even just become the emotional anchors for a town in chaos? Whatever the writers have planned, one thing is clear: this quiet conversation changed the game. Fan reactions. Fans have been glowing with praise. This is the GH I fell in love with. Emotional storytelling, real stakes, no bullets, no villains. Just pain and healing. At Soapodic 1991, Jeannie and Maurice just gave us a masterclass. Give them an Emmy at GH Forever. That scene was like therapy for everyone watching. Reddit user r/General Hospital. Final thoughts. In a world where soap characters often scream, stab, or scheme their way through the week, this quiet moment between Laura and Sonny felt like a gift. It reminded us that beneath the mob wars and hospital drama are real people carrying invisible wounds. Laura Collins and Sonny Corinthos may not always be on the same side of the law, but when it comes to family, they speak the same language: love, loss, and trying to do better. And sometimes that's the most powerful storyline of all. GH spoilers for Wednesday, June 4th, putting on the pressure, trust and doubt, lives destroyed. Port Charles is no stranger to chaos, but on Wednesday, June 4, General Hospital reaches a fever pitch. What starts as a day of seemingly small decisions becomes the epicenter of emotional meltdowns, secret confrontations, and irreversible consequences. With truths unraveling and alliances on the brink of collapse, this episode is set to change the trajectory for some of the show's most powerful players. Whether you're Team Corinthos, rooting for the Ashfords, or simply praying Anna finds peace, everyone has something to lose today. Here's your explosive, spoiler-packed breakdown of what to expect on GH this Wednesday. A day where pressure mounts, trust crumbles, and lives are pushed past the point of no return. Sonny Corinthos, the pressure cooker, explodes. Pressure level 10/10. After weeks of balancing business, betrayal, and broken family bonds, Sonny finally reaches his boiling point and someone's about to feel the heat. At the start of the episode, Sonny meets with Brick at his Metro Court penthouse. On the surface, it's a standard strategy session. But Sonny's simmering rage is clear. Ever since Jason's return and Jason's shaky loyalty, Sonny has been growing more paranoid. Throw in Michael's cold shoulder and Christina's defiance, and what you've got is a man on the verge of losing control. Rick warns him, "You're not thinking straight, boss. You're chasing shadows." But Sonny doesn't want advice. He wants loyalty and blood. Somebody's been feeding the feds. I want names, I want proof, and I want it yesterday. Things take a darker turn when Dex Heller shows up uninvited. He's walking straight into a lion's den, and he knows it. Tensions between him and Sonny have been escalating since Dex's ties to Jocelyn were revealed, and Sonny isn't letting anything slide anymore. Spoiler tease, Sonny accuses Dex of leaking intel, and Dex doesn't back down. "You're paranoid, not careful," Dex says, and that may be the last time he ever dares to talk back. Will Sonny take him out, or will someone else intervene before bullets fly? Anna and Valentine, trust shattered again. Pressure level 9/10. Across town, at a quiet corner of the Savoy, Anna Devane meets Valentine Cassadine for what she tells herself is closure. In reality, she's holding on to the hope that maybe, just maybe, there's still something salvageable between them. But Valentine brings bad news. He's been working behind the scenes to unravel something big, possibly involving the Pikeman operation and the WSB. But what he reveals to Anna sends her spiraling. "You were supposed to be done with secrets," she says, her voice trembling. "I defended you. I believed in you again." Valentine looks genuinely remorseful, but Anna's had enough. After the Charlotte debacle, the WSB bombing cover-up, and the endless lies, she finally draws a line. Spoiler alert, Anna walks away, this time for real, but not before whispering one of the episode's most haunting lines. "The man I loved died years ago. I've just been dancing with his ghost." As she exits, Valentine looks visibly shaken, but is he letting her go or setting something else in motion? Jocelyn fights for Dex and herself. Pressure level 7/10. At GH, Jocelyn Jax confronts Carly Corinthos over Sonny's latest threat to Dex. She's had it with everyone tiptoeing around Sonny's volatile behavior, and she wants answers and action. "I'm not going to watch another man I love be destroyed by your ex-husband." Carly warns Jocelyn to back down, but Joss is fierce. In a moment that echoes Carly's own rebellious youth, she vows to go public, expose Sonny if she has to, unless someone reins him in. Meanwhile, Joss makes a desperate call to Diane. Could Dex be preparing to flip, or is Joss about to make a move that puts her squarely on Sonny's hit list? Michael and Willow, a dangerous line. Pressure level 6/10. Over at the Quartermain Mansion, Michael is still walking the razor's edge between being a dutiful son and a silent saboteur. After weeks of secretly monitoring Sonny's operation and quietly cooperating with the FBI, Michael faces an ethical dilemma. Does he cross the line and risk his own family falling apart to protect the rest of Port Charles? Willow, ever the moral compass, confronts him after she sees a suspicious call on his burner phone. "What are you doing, Michael? What are you keeping from me?" Michael tries to dodge, but Willow stands her ground. "You promised we'd have no more lies. If you're going after Sonny again, I need to know, because this time I won't stand by and watch you become him." Will Michael finally tell her the truth, or is he about to destroy everything they rebuilt after her cancer fight? Nina Reeves, a new enemy emerges. Pressure level 8/10. Nina is still reeling from the fallout of the SEC leak scandal, but that's nothing compared to what's coming for her today. She receives an anonymous package at her Crimson office. A USB drive and a note. "You ruined lives. Now yours is next." Inside the drive, a video clip from years ago showing Nina engaged in a covert phone call with someone that could completely expose her prior actions with the SEC and possibly implicate her in a new scandal involving ELQ and insider trading. Desperate, she runs to Martin Gray, but he's hesitant to get involved. "This is a legal powder keg," he warns. "You're not just dealing with hurt feelings anymore. Someone wants to bury you." Could it be Michael, Carly, or someone more dangerous? Like Ava Jerome, who's been keeping suspiciously quiet. Eva and Carly, allies or enemies? Pressure level 5/10. Surprise of the day? Carly and Ava meet up, ostensibly to discuss Avery's schedule, but the conversation veers into dangerous territory. Ava hints she knows something about Nina's recent troubles and subtly suggests to Carly that it might be time they work together again. Carly isn't buying the act. Yet. Every time we join forces, someone ends up in a body bag. Ava smiles. Maybe that's the point. Spoiler preview, these two powerhouses are heading for either a brilliant alliance or another round of backstabbing. Either way, they're about to become key players in Nina's unraveling. Curtis and Jordan, sparks and sadness. Pressure level 6/10. At the rehab center, Curtis Ashford continues to push through his physical therapy, and today he gets a visit from Jordan, who brings a photo album filled with memories from their marriage. What begins as a warm moment quickly turns bittersweet. Jordan opens up about still loving Curtis, but not being sure if they could ever find their way back after all that's happened. And we had fire. But fire burns things down, Curtis. Maybe it's time we stop standing in the ashes. Curtis takes her hand. Maybe, or maybe we build something new. A long pause, a shared look, but no kiss. Not yet. Spoiler hint. Look for a slow rekindling here, unless Portia finds out and turns everything upside down. Trina's secret trip. Pressure level 7/10. Trina Robinson is planning something, and she's hiding it from everyone. After receiving a mysterious postcard marked with a phoenix symbol, yes, fans caught that, she begins packing a bag and looking into flights to Greece. Could she believe Spencer is alive? Or has she found a clue that connects to Victor Cassadine's old network? One cryptic text she sends to an unknown number simply reads, "I'm coming, don't disappear again." Curtis nearly catches her snooping through old WSB records, but she brushes it off. What's Trina chasing, and will it cost her everything? Sasha's breakdown. Pressure level 8/10. Over at GH, Sasha Gilmore receives test results that shatter her, not for herself, but for someone close. We're hearing this involves Cody, and it may relate to the mystery of Mac being his real father. Whatever Sasha sees, it sends her straight into panic mode. She races to the stables where Cody is working and delivers a chilling line. Everything you thought you knew, it's about to change. Could Sasha be the one to finally uncover the full truth and force Cody to face a paternity bombshell? Grow scene? A shot rings out. Just before the episode closes, we cut to the Corinthos warehouse. Sonny is pacing, Dex is cornered, Brick gets a phone call, and his face goes pale. "Boss, we got a problem, big one. Someone just took out our East Coast contact, clean, military precision." Sonny's face darkens. The camera pans to the shadows, and we catch a glimpse of a silencer, a leather glove, and someone watching. The screen goes black. A shot rings out. To be continued. Final thoughts. Everything's coming apart. Wednesday, June 4 isn't just another day in Port Charles. It's the start of a tectonic shift in the show's core dynamics. Sonny's empire is crumbling. Anna is done playing spy games. Nina is being hunted. Trina is chasing ghosts. Goss is going full rebel. And secrets are about to blow lives apart. If you thought GH had cooled off since May's sweeps, think again. This is just the beginning. Want a follow-up piece for June 5 or a deep dive into Sonny V's Dex or Nina's mysterious blackmailer? Just say the word. Tools.